Up next, the Grizzlies taking on the Warriors. For the Memphis Grizzlies, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouths. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want a taste of victory once again. Warriors, Grizzlies, coming up next. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, an April Fool's Day edition. Glad to have you with us. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Only 4 games left of the regular season. Let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at Memphis, they're hoping to make some moves from the number 5 spot before the start of the playoffs. And checking out Golden State, nipping at their heels in second place and wanting to get that first seed.
Right now for the Grizzlies, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5, down low. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. Morant, Green with the defensive effort, and it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
The turnover margin was well within their favor, and you have to point to that ferocious D they played as the biggest factor in that win.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, really.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Payne, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Now here's Butler. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Butler. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, B.A., for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Edey, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Here's first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Edey, shooting 1.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round, and he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Now here's Morant. Last game, 26 points for him. The teardrop. The Warriors pull it in. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Here's Morant. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
Now on the court is your hype squad. Get down and let them hear it. Here's your t-shirt. Get down. We can't hear you.
All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. The Warriors, number 1.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and it's good. 2 points.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Outside Moody. And here's Butler outside. The rebound by Edey. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Now here's Podziemski. What a tremendous game he played against San Antonio. Pass to Butler. Green with a screen on Jackson, and here's Butler outside. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Jackson against Butler. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Jimmy Butler.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
No good on that one. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Left side Curry. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's Curry showing some of that toughness, not going to shy away from contact.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis's head coach for a minute. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed. Is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Wells, still without a bucket. Kicks it out to Jackson. Clock at 4. Here's Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
They set the screen. Here's Butler. Memphis with a rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's Jackson. Count it.
Flashing the in-between game. Nice. I mean, Jackson is more than capable of draining this when given the chance.
Warriors trail by 4. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Checked in for the Warriors. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Here's Pajemski. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Bain, the pass to Morant. Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Hield. Just 5 to shoot. Nice shot by Kennard.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
Hield drives in, and he buries his first look. And here's Memphis. They're on a 12-4 run. Kennard outside. Pass to Bain. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Pippen. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 4. Inside. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, those dunks from Kuminga ignite his team. They feel like that's more than 2 points.
Pippen. Pass to Bain. Picked by Aldama. Takes the 3. Bain. No good. The Warriors have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Butler with the bucket.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Pippen, pass to Huff. Got a hand on it. Outside Kuminga. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
The good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And it's Hield missing. Memphis leading. Aldama, the pass to Pippen. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The 3 from Bain. Kuminga pulls it in. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Hield. Misses in close. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Memphis ahead, up 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Aldama drains the triple. Aldama's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Hield. Pass to Post. Right side Kuminga. 6 to shoot. And here's Curry for three. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
On another level, Curry is totally ready to duel this one out from the three-point line.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the off-season, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Here's Pippen. No points so far. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Hield passes to Kuminga. Here's Post. Outside Curry. Jacks up a three, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Pippen pass to Huff. Hield against Kennard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, can have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
Memphis making a switch here. Baines checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Jackson Davis.
Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Memphis making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. And now we'd like to bring you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are this season's team leaders in blocks. Second, Memphis.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Out to Hield from the arc. Drills it from deep. Hield's got 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Bain. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Bain's got his third basket on the night right there.
Yeah, right there with Bain, you see the advantage of size and toughness in the backcourt.
Here's Potemski. Count that one. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pippen, pass to Wells. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. And the basket by Pippen.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Pass to Curry. Curry at the rim.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's Wells. Now here's Bain, defended by Pajemski. And the shot goes down. Bain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it from distance.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pippen, pass to Bain. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Kuminga pulls it in. Golden State is gone 5 of 10.
Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
The first one falls.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Stephen Curry. So he gets them both. Grizzlies trail by 3. Now here's Morant. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Here's Bain. No luck on that one. Hield with the defensive effort. Outside Moody. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Moody. And here's Butler outside. And it's Butler knocking down the 3.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Here's Huff. Green covering. Huff, the pass to Bain. And the shot's good. Bain's got 11 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Buddy Hield.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Pass to Green. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays Really a unique talent.
That one misses.
I mean, so much glue in this guy as Draymond focuses on making all the winning plays that he possibly can.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant with it. Now Pajemski defending. Circus shot, Ja Morant.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Moody. Back to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Butler's got 12 points.
Well, that mid-range, that's a comfort zone for Jimmy Butler.
Morant, the pass to Huff. Aldama with it. Outside for Morant. Morant drawing the double team. To the left side wing. Pure from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Pass to Butler. A minute 22 left in the first half. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
Payne, the pass to Huff. Now Morant. There's a screen. Pass to Huff. The three is up. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Butler, a screen on Payne. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Edie's checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Now here's Morant. He's got 6. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now you look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
Butler hits them both. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. With the teardrop. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Butler. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Warriors. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody, to halftime. NBA action abounds. Let's see what games are tipping off later. It'll be the Suns against the Bucks out in Milwaukee. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
And on paper, these two are pretty close in terms of talent.
Yeah, that's going to come down to effort and who controls that pace.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The Warriors lead by 3. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. Small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Morant blocked. And they get it back. Pass to Jackson. Morant with it. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. To the inside. And Butler inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Now here's Podziemski. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Morant against Curry.
The great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Moody passes to Curry. Back to Moody. Butler taking his time here. Shoots over Jackson. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Well, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And here's Morant outside. He drops it from range. Morant's got 11 points.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Butler against Bane. Ooh, JB, look out.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler is in the zone, and he keeps finding shots.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Wells. Pass to Edey. Outside Morant. 3-pointer, no good. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Now here's Curry. Fires from deep. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Puts the move on. And Bane finishes inside. He's got 13.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
All right, fans, it's game time. Get ready to head. Let everyone happen.
Peek at our 2K leaderboard. The best scoring point guard since the All-Star break. 4th, Stephen Curry.
And this group of guys, they have an innate ability to not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
Well, he is the modern point guard defined. Players who aren't just out there to direct traffic and keep the ball moving, but guys who can be the entire offense at times by themselves. Just tremendous scores.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Wells. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Wells has got 8.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Oh, stolen by Morant. Here's Wells. Back to Morant. And another shot. Morant with the close-range bucket.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
And here's Curry for 3. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Edie, that's good.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. You get your feelings hurt.
Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
Bain surveying the D. Morant. And he gets the bucket. 15 points in the game. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edie's got 9 rebounds now. Now Morant. He's covered by Curry. And Morant gets double teamed. Jackson for 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Back to Curry. From behind the arc. Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Back to Morant. From deep. The rebound by Moody.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
Here's Wells. Give him 8. Morant with it. Morant taking no chances on the flush.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Curry's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Jackson outside. Right side Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Pass to Butler. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Now Morant. Not going to go that time. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. In transition, here they come. And the basket by Aldama.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to post. Back to Podziemski. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Podziemski's got 6 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's Jackson. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Post in at the center position. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And that one misses. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. That'll be the last leg of a 6-game road trip for the club.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Now here's Bane. And Jackson-Davis comes to help. Huff, the pass to Aldama. Here's Huff. To the paint. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Stephen Curry.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bane, making sure he gets the shot off.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
And he's good on the second. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Post. And here's Hield. Over Bane. Now here's Hield. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson-Davis, a screen. No good. That would have tied it.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Now here's Bane. Over Hield. Bane, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The game now all tied up. Curry's got 24 points.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Pippen, pass to Huff. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Kuminga. Hield with the ball, guarded by Bane. To take the lead. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's on Desmond Bane. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle. The hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The free throw off from Hield.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
Aldama, no good. The Warriors lead by 3. The 3 ball. He's off on that one. Outside Bane, out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. knocks down the triple.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Here's post. Back to Pajemski. 4 on the clock, and is blocked. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Edey, and here's Aldama. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's Bain. There's a double team with Pajemski. Here's Aldama, and he converts the layup.
Yeah, I love the unselfishness from Bain. Very willing to give the ball up.
To the middle. Here's post, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Wells. And there's the screen. Bain, the pass to Wells. And another three from Memphis.
Yeah, impressive vision from Bain. Always looking to move it.
Here's Curry. Aldama grabs the board.
He usually knocks those shots down with ease. Defense got very fortunate there as they gave him way too much room to get that one off.
Pass to Pippen. Picked by Aldama. And the basket by Pippen. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Curry. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 27 points.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Edey. Here's Morant. He's covered by Curry. Inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
what else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Bane. They set the pick. With the mark. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
His first personal foul. 14 foul.
Mind the lanes.
At the line for Memphis.
One shot.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Bane. Warriors trail by 5. Butler, a screen on Morant. Curry against Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ja Morant picks one up.
Oh, when Steph gets into the lane, he does a great job of shifting and moving the ball around and does not go away from the contact, forcing a foul.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
And so Curry nails both of them. And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 3-point game. Outside Bane, over to the wing. Wells, the pass to Jackson. Off target with the 3. The Warriors have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Green. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
Well, Draymond Green's not going to get a ton of those, but trust me, he's loving every minute of it.
Back to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Curry, no good. Grizzlies lead by 3. Ja slithers his way in, and the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Warriors foul. Jimmy Butler. His third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Memphis. Top Moore. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
With the step back, here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
What work from Steph Curry, gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
And he lobs it up, and stolen by Green. Outside Pajemski, and stolen by Jackson. And here's Morant outside, rebounded by Green. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Pajemski. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And he stays with it. Curry against Morant. And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. Morant against Curry. Tries again. Count it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Turning here to our analyst, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Here's Green. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that brings him within 2 here.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Here's Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Stephen Curry.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Moody. Pass to Pajimski. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Green with the ball. The 3 from Curry. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within 1.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Timeout, Grizzlies.
You see yourself on the screen, and you saw it. Let's move. Let's go. No foul. It's all good.
Ticks left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaron. Congrats on your success.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Ja Morant.